Alright, so that's pretty much the basics for that. Um, let's move on to transitions. Alright, so transitions, there's a whole bunch of them. You can just preview them by putting your why would you put your mouth on them? Anyway, let's just use 3D blinds for this example. You can either put them down here in the front, and this menu will pop up. It's really pretty much just shows transition. You can make the amount of divides, which you can see over here. It's going to change how many bars there are in your transition, which you can just go through that. Looks alright. Yeah. You can add extra spin so it'll like spin around. I don't like that personally, but whatever. So yeah, that's 3D blinds. Put that on the front. But also, if you want to use that to connect two clips together, you just put them next to each other, and then just put it on the middle, and that should, yep, it connects it, and just make a nice 3D bar transition. Well, that looks really screwed up. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes, which is what makes editing just a pain in the butt for me. But anyway, let's undo this, get rid of those transitions. Alright, so yeah, you can do that with pretty much any transition that you like. There's a lot to look through, and each one is customizable. As you saw, you can make it go left to right and right to left, and you can do cool little things like that. And then there's other different cool transitions that you can preview. Alright, so then you got video effects as well. These are pretty cool actually. They have a whole bunch of effects. I mean, there's nothing as advanced as in Adobe After Effects, which after you master or somewhat master Vegas, I would very much recommend downloading because it's incredibly awesome software and you can just do so much with it. But anyway, back on topic. Effects, you just take them, drag them on, and that'll add the effect to it. You can change how much blend you want on this one, and you can actually make it so that it'll come in black and white and then like fade out to normal. That's keyframing, which I'll go over in the next tutorial actually. So yeah, you can just, I'm not going to use this right now, remove that. You can put these on, any cool effect you want. So let's go to media generators. It's the next thing. These are all just separate media that you're going to need a whole new video layer for. So you can either insert a video track, or you can actually just take the whatever thing you want, and you can just hold it up here, and that'll make a new video track on top. Let's just put this up here. So yeah, in this you have a lot of stuff you can do. You can change the width of these bar things. You can change the height of them, like that. Come on down here and change the color. You can actually make it be a little more transparent so you can see through it a bit. And you can actually make the other bars less transparent. Move them up. Make it solid. But anyway, yeah. You don't really need. Those are pretty easy. You just mess around with them. Alright. Anyway. I don't really need this, so let's get rid of this. Yeah, and that pretty much works the same thing for this and all these, and the credits actually are something completely different. That's pretty much just a preset credit that you can use. I personally don't like using credits. I like to make my own with just the text, but you can use whatever you want. And actually, all these things that I'm adding, they're going to show up in your project media. So if I wanted to get that checkerboard back that I had set up earlier, I could just go to my project media and pull it back in. So media generators, credits, yeah, they're pretty straightforward. Noise textures are same thing really as the checkerboards and the color gradients, and it's pretty much you just get all this weird noise stuff. But these actually you can make move around using the progress that requires keyframing, which I will go over in the next one. So let's get rid of this too. Alright, and then you got this is actually a pro type titler. I've never used that before, to be honest, but I'm assuming it just makes a title, which you can just do with text. And you got solid colors which you can add on, and then you can make them more opaque to have your clip show up red. You can also use the color correction in the video effects, but that is another way of doing it. And then you got these cool little test patterns, which are like on the TV when everything gets all screwed up and stuff. But yeah. So text is also important. I'll probably, not sure yet, but I'll probably have a tutorial simply on text. But yeah. So let's just say, have our text say, Garn sucks. Garn is one of my friends, and I know him in real life and play Xbox with him a lot. So let's just say I was killing Garn in this clip and I wanted to say Garn sucks. So you can choose whatever font you want, whatever sizes you saw. I actually like the Earth font a lot. I downloaded that off of defont.com. Alright, so then you can change the placement, put this up here, and you can change the properties. You can make it a different color text, and you can actually change the background color, but I generally just leave that opaque, so you can, or not opaque, transparent, so you can see through it. And then there's effects. You can draw an outline, gives it a little yellow outline around the text. Or a shadow. You can drop a shadow, change the feather of that, which is pretty much the blur, change the offset, how far off it goes. You can deform the text and kind of shear it, give it like an angly look, like italics. And that's pretty much it for text, the basics. So for text, if you want it to just say come up after I killed this weird elite that looks like a frog right now, actually, you can just drag this down to the around that area, and I could say give it a little bit of a fade in, just gonna fade out, so that it's gonna show me the elite, and then it's gonna say Garn sucks, and it's gonna go away. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, actually one thing that I forgot to go over that's really important is slow motion and fast motion. So let's go over that right now. So actually you can use the arrow keys too to tab through this, like frame by frame, as you can see over here, frame by frame. And also zooming in on the composition, you can do either three ways actually. You can use this by just grabbing the end of the scroll bar and zooming in. You can use a roll pad or scroll pad or whatever it's called on your mouse, or you can select a certain area by clicking and dragging, and then right click and hit zoom selection, and that'll take whatever your selection is and put it in the zoom. Alright, but anyway, so let's get this out of the way, and I'll say I want to make a slow motion of when I killed this guy. So I can split the clip here and then split the clip later. Oh wait, actually that's not what actually killed him, so that would be a really bad idea. Right there, you can split it, and then end it there. You can just drag this out. What you're going to do is you're going to put your mouse here, hit Control, you'll see a little squiggly line come up underneath of it, and you just pull it to make it slow, or push it in to make it fast. We're going to make this slow, so let's put that up there. Let's see how that looks. I'll give it a little slow-mo and maybe make a little more. Yeah, and you can see he dies in slow motion, and yeah, you can do that pretty much. You can do it like that, and there's other times where you can, like, you want to have it in between, like say here. You can just shorten this up, Control, and then shorten this up. And actually, if you hit Control and you select them all, you can select all these at one time. Don't actually hit this one, select Control on that. You can move them all at the same time. It's over here. And then you have this part sped up, so you don't have to sit through that as much. Alright, so that pretty much covers everything for this tutorial. Next week well, not next week, because I'm kind of doing these randomly, but anyway, the next tutorial will be about keyframing, which is necessary in effects and transitions. So if you guys want to check back for that one, that'd be cool. Again, this is Orphan Slayer. Thanks for watching.